Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video we are going to be looking to see if Skytrak, the golf simulator, is worth buying. I'm going to talk you through the three different main modes that are on Skytrak. So first you've got the practice mode, you've got the challenge mode, and you've got the game improvement mode. When you've hit a shot on the practice mode, it should come up with a screen just like this down below here. What I'll tell you is the ball speed, the swing speed, where the ball's gone, the carry distance, average carry distance, and the total distance of how far the ball's gone. On the screen to the right as well, you can click on it, it'll show you shot optimizer, shot history as well, so you can have a look at all your averages there to work out, let's just say you were doing, for example, a average on 7 irons, you could check out on there to see how far on average, carry and total distance you are hitting your 7 iron, which would be good to work out your yardages, so when you go out on the golf course, you're not worrying or hesitating about how far you hit a 7 iron, you'll know exactly how far you're going to be hitting it. So the second mode, as explained, is the challenge mode. So you've got 3 different challenges that they've got on Skytrak, which is the closest to pin challenge, you've got the target practice, and the longest drive. The closest pin challenge is basically where you can set up to hit either 3 shots or 6 shots by yourself or playing against someone, so you can set it as multiplayer as well. And when you're on the mode, you can vary the distances. So let's just say you wanted to work on 150 yards and see how close you can get to that yardage. Or if you're playing against someone that wants to practice 150 yards as well, you can set it to 150 yards. You can set it to 3 or 6 shots each. And then from there, you both take alternate shots. And at the end, they work out which one's closest for both of you, and then you see who wins. The second challenge that Skytrak has got is the target practice mode. So the benefit of that is it's a bit like darts. So if you're trying to get on the centre of the board to the bullseye, it's literally the same thing as hitting the golf shot here. So what happens is if you, let's take the example of 150 yards again, you want to hit a couple of shots at that yardage to see how close you can get. Well, rather than actually going for a figure to see how close you can get, you actually play a points game with it. So what happens is you can set it on hard, medium or easy. Same selection of 3 shots or 6 shots, multiplayer or single player again. And from there, when you're hitting your shots, what you will see is that you'll see a border that shows 100 points around the hole, a border that shows 50 points around the hole, and then a border showing 25 points around the hole as well. So the closer you get it, the more points you're going to earn. The final challenge they've got on here is my favourite, the longest drive challenge. The best thing about this is you can play with yourself, you can play against others as well, multiplayer mode again, 3 to 6 shots each. And the good thing about this mode is you can select to play alternate, or you can play your 6 and then they can play their 6. You can set a really good challenge where you can set the fairway wide, medium or narrow. So if you set it on narrow and you're trying to hit it as far as you can, that is going to be pretty hard. So that actually makes you focus as well, so it's a bit of like on-course practice, really, isn't it? Because when you go out on the golf course and you've got a really narrow fairway, some people, like Rory McIlroy, actually do think, right, let's focus on the target and hit it as hard as I can, because they know they're going to commit to it. So this actual setting on Skytrak really does help you for when you go out and play in tournaments. The final mode, game improvement mode, comes up with a selection of 3 different game improvements. So the first one is bag mapping. So what happens on here is you can select any club you want, you set it up as normal, you range your target, and then from there, you hit your shots, how many you like, so you can set it to, let's just say, 5 shots each. You can take out the worst shots, so you can take out bad shots as well, to make sure that you're getting the yardages spot on. And then from there, it works out an average for each club, so then you know how far you're hitting each and every one of your golf clubs. So when you get on the golf course, you know exactly what shots you're going to be hitting. You've also got a skills assessment. So this is where you play from 60, 70, 80 and so on until you hit 200. Then you hit a couple of driver shots, so a bit like the TrackMan skills test. So where the TrackMan, you hit 5 to 10 shots at each station, so 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, then it goes 120, 140 and so on. It has the same setting on here as well. So you can actually test yourself and see how close you are to getting to different targets and seeing where you're good at, where you're bad at, and where you need to improve as well. I think that's a massive gain for you as well. When you're practicing just on a range, usually trying to hit it as far as you can, or you're working on technique. Don't get me wrong, that's great. However, you're not putting a skills test in there, or a skills practice, or something to make you focus like you do on a golf course, with the Wedge Matrix, just to make sure that you have got the right yardages for your wedge game. You actually do a big selection of clubs and shots to hit as well. So looking on the system here, it's showing that you can select how many clubs you're going to be hitting. So let's just say for me example, I've got 3 wedges, I've got 50, 54 and 58. So I'll put all those in there. And it shows number of swing types. So what that means is, are you going to be hitting a half swing? Are you going to be hitting a 3/4 swing, a full swing, or all 3? Well, I tend to use all 3. Use 5 each. Don't forget you can take out the poor shots just to make sure that the averages are spot on and you're not using the ones that go really far or really short as well. And then you can have a look at the best shots selected. So let's just say I'm hitting 5, I could set 4 shots to be selected. So those 4 would be the best shots I hit out of the 5. So then it gives you a better average because you're not really going to hit all of them great. And then you've also got the main distance view as well. So you can set it to carry or total distance. That's a massive benefit, but everyone would probably be using carry. And the reason is with a wedge, when you hit it high up in the air, then it comes down to the green, all it's going to do is stop or spin back. For custom fitting purposes, everything on there on the practice mode is everything you need to identify what clubs someone needs. You can check how far they're swinging it out to win, in to out. It'll show all the information on there for you to be able to custom fit someone from. So for someone who's running a company and it's only just starting up and they're trying to build a custom fitting centre, something like this is perfect for them. The downside is that the launch monitor isn't the only thing you will need to purchase. If you're going onto a range and using it, that's great, because all you need is that and then an iPad or a laptop as well. If you're looking into using this as a home device, maybe in your garage or in a room you've got at home that's big enough to do so, you will need to purchase a net and a net around as well. You have to place very close to the golf ball. So if someone that's used to shanking it, they've got a chance of hitting the Skytrak simulator. So, which is why important that when you go and purchase a Skytrak, you can purchase one of these cases as well. They're about £150–200, but they're definitely worth the money. I've had quite a few people come up here and hit this a couple of times and it hasn't made a single scratch to the simulator. So having this case is definitely worth the money. Going back to my question at the start of the video, is the Skytrak Golf Simulator worth £1,850? Well, my opinion is absolutely. I think it's a great device. There's so many different options on there. If I wasn't working here and I was working somewhere else, maybe as a head professional for example, and I needed a golf simulator, I would definitely save quite a bit of money and use one of them. Don't forget, give me a like, subscribe, comment in the section below to let me know your thoughts on the Skytrak Golf Simulator. Hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers for watching, take care.